Have you ever dreamed of a life where you don't have to work for money? A life where your time is truly your own? This isn't just a fantasy. It's the core idea of financial independence, or fee. But what does it actually take to get there? It's not about being a millionaire. It's about knowing your numbers. Today, we're going to break down how to calculate your personal freedom number. The exact amount of money you need to live the life you want, without ever having to worry about a paycheck again. So, what is this freedom number? Simply put, it's the amount of money you need invested so that you can live off the returns indefinitely. The most common rule of thumb for this is the 4% rule. It suggests you can safely withdraw 4% of your total invested assets each year without depleting your principal. This means your freedom number is your desired annual spending multiplied by 25. For example, if you want to live on $50,000 a year, you'd need $1.25 million invested. Simple, right? But the real magic isn't in the formula. It's in figuring out that annual spending number. This is where most people get tripped up. They either guess a random, huge number, or they drastically underestimate their real costs. To get an accurate picture, we need to do a deep dive into your current and future expenses. Let's start with the basics. I want you to grab a piece of paper, open a spreadsheet, or use a budgeting app. Whatever works for you. We're going to track every single dollar you spend for at least 1 month, but 3 months is even better. First, let's list the big, non-negotiable expenses. These are your survival costs. This includes your housing, whether that's rent or a mortgage payment, plus property taxes and insurance. Then there's utilities, electricity, water, gas, and internet. Next up is food. Look at your grocery bills and how much you spend eating out. Be honestery. Transportation is another big one. If you have a car, factor in your car payment, insurance, gas, and maintenance. If you use public transport, add up those fares. Don't forget healthcare. Your insurance premiums, co-pays, and any regular prescription costs. Finally, any debt payments, like student loans or credit card bills, need to be on this list. Add all these up, and you have your baseline monthly survival cost. Multiply that by 12, and that's your annual survival number. This is the absolute minimum you'd need to get by. But financial independence isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. This is the fun part. Now, we're going to design your ideal, aspirational lifestyle. What does your perfect life look like when you're financially free? Do you want to travel the world? Let's get specific. How many big international trips a year? 2? 3? Research the average cost of a 2-week trip to Europe or Southeast Asia. Maybe you want to take up a new hobby, like golf or sailing. What are the costs for club memberships, equipment, and lessons? Think about your day-to-day life too. Do you want to eat out at nice restaurants more often? How many times a week? Add an estimated monthly budget for that. Maybe you want to attend more concerts or sporting events. Or perhaps you want to be more generous, increasing your budget for gifts and charitable donations. Do you dream of having a weekly house cleaning service or a personal trainer? Price it out. Price it out. This isn't about being greedy. It's about being honest about what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Write down everything that would make your life richer and happier, and assign a realistic monthly or annual cost to each item. Now, let's combine everything. Take your annual survival costs from the first step and add the annual costs of your aspirational lifestyle from the second step. This total gives you your target annual spending in retirement. This is the number you'll use for our freedom number calculation. For example, let's say your survival costs are $40,000 a year, but your ideal lifestyle, with travel and hobbies, brings your desired spending up to $70,000 a year. This is your true target number. With your target annual spending figured out, we can now calculate your freedom number. Remember the 4% rule? We just multiply your target annual spending by 25. So, if your number is $70,000, you multiply that by 25, which gives you $1.75 million. That is your freedom number. That is the amount you need invested to generate $70,000 a year for the rest of your life, assuming a 4% withdrawal rate. Now, that number might seem huge and maybe a little intimidating. Don't let it discourage you. This isn't a finish line you have to sprint to tomorrow. It's a destination on a map Knowing the destination is the most important first step. It gives you clarity and a concrete goal to work towards. Without this number, you're just saving money without a purpose. With it, every dollar you invest has a clear mission: to buy you one more piece of your future freedom. Let's also talk about some important variables that can change your number. Inflation is a big one. The value of money decreases over time, so you'll need to account for that in your long-term planning. Your $70,000 lifestyle today might cost $100,000 in 20 years. Another factor is unexpected major expenses. Things like a major home repair, a medical emergency, or needing to support a family member can pop up. It's wise to build a buffer into your freedom number. Maybe an extra 10 to 15%, just for peace of mind. Also, consider where you want to live. Your cost of living can dramatically change your freedom number. Living in a high cost of living city like New York or San Francisco will require a much larger nest egg than living in a smaller town in the Midwest, or even moving abroad to a country with a lower cost of living. This is a powerful lever you can pull. If your number seems impossibly high, exploring different locations could make it much more attainable. The journey to financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint. The first step is calculating your number. The next steps involve creating a plan to get there, increasing your income, ruthlessly cutting expenses that don't bring you joy, and consistently investing the difference. It's about making conscious choices with your money today to build a life you want tomorrow. Knowing your freedom number transforms your relationship with money. It's no longer just about paying bills. It's about building a future. It empowers you to say no to things that do align with your goals, and to say yes to the strategies that will get you there faster. So take the time this week to do the work. Track your spending, dream about your ideal life, and do the math. Calculate your freedom number right. It down. Put it somewhere you can see it every day. Let it be your motivation and your guide. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this breakdown helps you take the first concrete step towards your own financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal finance and building a life you love. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was, or if you have any questions. See you in the next video.